We're constantly bombarded with the same old advice: get a good job, climb the corporate ladder, and invest in the stock market. But what if I told you there are other ways to build wealth? Paths less traveled that can lead to even greater financial freedom. Why look at uncommon paths to wealth? Simple. The most successful people often break the mold. They find opportunities others overlook. While traditional methods are great, thinking outside the box can unlock new doors to financial freedom. Let's explore 5 paths you might not have considered, from niche businesses and digital assets to private markets, and even alternative investments. Get ready to discover how you can break free from the ordinary and achieve extraordinary financial success. Let's face it, everyone and their grandmother is trying to be the next Amazon or Apple. But real success often comes from focusing, not going broad. That's where niche businesses come in. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, niche businesses cater to a specific passionate group. Think about it, would you rather compete with every coffee shop in town, or be the only place selling ethically sourced, hand-roasted beans for cold brew enthusiasts? See, when you cater to a niche, you're not just selling a product or service, you're selling a lifestyle, a passion, a community. This builds intense customer loyalty. These customers are willing to pay a premium for something that speaks directly to their unique needs and interests. Plus, the competition is way less fierce. You're not battling faceless corporations, you're carving out your own space in the market. Take, for example, someone who creates and sells custom terrariums. It's a niche product, sure, but they're tapping into the growing trends of indoor plants and unique home decor. They're not competing with Home Depot, they're offering something special you won't find anywhere else. Or imagine someone who teaches coding specifically for artists and designers. It's a niche within a niche, but they're solving a specific problem for a specific group. That's powerful. Finding your niche takes some digging. What are you passionate about? What problems do you see that aren't being addressed? Where can you offer unique expertise? Remember, you don't need to appeal to millions to build a successful business. Sometimes, serving a small dedicated audience can be the key to unlocking massive profits. Okay, let's talk about passive income, the holy grail of financial freedom. And one of the best ways to generate passive income is through digital assets. Digital assets are basically anything you create digitally that can be sold or licensed repeatedly. Think ebooks, online courses, stock photos, music, templates, software, the list goes on. Here's the beauty: you create the product once, and it has the potential to generate income for years to come. You're not trading time for money like a traditional job, you're building something that can work for you 24/7. Let's say you're a whiz at graphic design. You could create a pack of social media templates, list them on a platform like Creative Market, and watch as people buy them over and over again, even while you sleep. Or maybe you're a fitness junkie. You could create a comprehensive online course on your workout routine and nutrition plan, and sell it through your website or platforms like Udemy. The key here is identifying your expertise, packaging it into a valuable digital product, and then leveraging online marketplaces and your own platform to reach a global audience. Don't underestimate the demand for niche knowledge. Even if you think your skills are common, there's someone out there willing to pay to learn from you. The best part? The barrier to entry is lower than ever. Platforms like Gumroad, Teachable, and Etsy make it incredibly easy to sell your digital creations without needing a fancy website or marketing team. So what knowledge or skills do you have that could be turned into a digital product? Remember, the digital world is your oyster, and the potential for passive income is enormous. Chapter 3. Level up your investing. Welcome to private markets. You've probably heard of the stock market, but have you ever considered venturing into the world of private markets? This is where things get really interesting, and potentially, much more lucrative. Private markets refer to investments in companies or assets that are not publicly traded on stock exchanges. Think startups, real estate, private equity, and even things like private debt. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds risky and complicated. And you're not wrong. Private markets are inherently riskier than public markets. But with higher risk comes the potential for much higher returns. Think about it. When you invest in a publicly traded company, you're buying a tiny slice of a company that's already established. But when you invest in a private company, especially a startup, you have the potential to get in on the ground floor of the next Amazon or Google. Imagine investing in Amazon back in the 90s when it was just an online bookstore. That's the kind of life-changing return that's possible in private markets. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. You need to do your due diligence, understand the risks involved, and be prepared to potentially lose your entire investment. But for those willing to venture beyond the traditional stock market, private markets offer a world of opportunity. Platforms like AngelList and Fundrise have made it easier than ever for everyday investors to access private market investments. Of course, it's crucial to do your research, understand the specific risks involved, and potentially consult with a financial advisor before diving in. Chapter 4. Become the go-to expert. The lucrative world of consulting. Have you ever been told, you should be charging for this, when sharing your knowledge or expertise? Well, you might be surprised to know that you can turn your experience and insights into a highly profitable consulting career. The best part? You don't need to be a seasoned executive to become a consultant. If you have specialized knowledge or skills that businesses need, you can position yourself as an expert and command high fees for your services. Think about it. Businesses are always looking for ways to improve, solve problems, and gain a competitive edge. That's where you come in. Are you a whiz at digital marketing? Businesses will pay you top dollar to help them optimize their online presence and attract more customers. Do you have a knack for streamlining operations and boosting efficiency? Companies are always looking for consultants who can help them cut costs and improve their bottom line. Maybe you're a master at building high-performing teams. Your expertise in leadership development and organizational behavior is incredibly valuable in today's competitive job market. The key is to identify your niche, the area where your expertise is most valuable. And remember, the more specialized your knowledge, the more valuable you become. Don't be afraid to niche down. Instead of being a general business consultant, become the go-to expert for sustainable supply chain management or AI-powered customer service. Building a strong online presence, networking with potential clients, and showcasing your expertise through case studies and testimonials are all crucial steps to launching a successful consulting career. Remember, you're selling your knowledge and experience, and that's something that can be incredibly valuable in today's knowledge-driven economy. Chapter 5. Beyond stocks and bonds. Diversify with alternative investments. Diversifying your portfolio shouldn't be limited to just stocks and bonds. Some of the most interesting and potentially lucrative opportunities lie in alternative investments. Not meme stocks or cryptocurrency, but tangible assets with intrinsic value. Think art, wine, collectibles, rare books, vintage cars, even domain names. These assets hold lasting value due to passion and rarity. For example, fine art isn't just a pretty picture, it's a piece of history that can appreciate over time. Or consider vintage watches like a Rolex Submariner. It's a collector's item, a piece of craftsmanship. Successful alternative investing requires knowledge and passion. Understand the market, identify valuable assets, and hold on to your investments for the long term. Allocating a small portion to alternative investments can diversify your holdings. Plus, it's cool to own a piece of history. Investing should be enjoyable, and alternative investments add excitement to your portfolio. Outrow unlock your uncommon potential. So there you have it, 5 uncommon paths to wealth that can help you achieve financial freedom and live life on your own terms. Remember, the traditional path isn't the only path. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, explore your passions, and embrace the road less traveled. Whether it's launching a niche business, creating digital assets, venturing into private markets, becoming a consultant, or exploring alternative investments, the opportunities are out there. The key is to take action. Start small, learn as you go, and never stop exploring new possibilities. Your financial freedom starts with a single step, so what are you waiting for?